right, ladies and gentlemen, the newly crowned President Pro Tem of the Senate, and of course the Chairman of the Senate Finance Committee, Senator Orrin Hatch. Hello, Senator.
Hi, how are you?
I see where you said you're the happiest man in the Senate.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm overwhelmed right now, but I'm honored to be in the Senate. No question about that.
Well, 37 years, and now you have that position, which is mainly ceremonial, but there are some perks and responsibilities and ceremonial things that go along with it. So, congratulations on that.
Well, thank you. Well, it also makes me one of the part of the leadership. So there's a lot more than ceremony to it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right, so let's talk about the leadership, and I love when you talk about using every tool to take down Obamacare. Is that the consensus of the leadership of this party, and is it going to get done?
Well, I think the leadership, we all want to get rid of Obamacare, but I think we all recognize, so no matter what we do, the president would veto it. But that doesn't mean we're not going to do what we can do. And there are some things that may come up there where they're going to need our help. And, it's a terrible bill. It's costing an arm and a leg. It's not doing the job. It's been falsely advertised, but not only by the president, but by others as well. It's one of the most pathetic bills that I've seen in years. And the Democrats are stuck with it, so they have to stick with it no matter what happens. But I think that's a mistake. Sooner or later, we're finding some of them are getting a little shaky about it.
When are we going to see a new Attorney General?
Well, I think that the nominee will be up in the next couple of weeks, and should come through the floor at that point. She seems to be pretty darn good as far as Democrats are concerned, and I've looked at her quite carefully, and I think she's going to be a better Attorney General.
Let me ask you about a couple of things here before we get to the President's State of the Union. Benjamin Netanyahu and this whole brouhaha, invited by John Boehner to speak before a joint session March 3rd. The White House yesterday was outraged that protocol, they said, was broken in the way he was invited. And today the President said he will not meet with Benjamin Netanyahu. What do you believe? Why do you believe the President has been and always has been so hostile to Benjamin Netanyahu?
Well, they don't agree on a lot of things. I think that's one of the reasons. But I don't think the president is a big, strong supporter of Israel either. And I am. And Benjamin Netanyahu has been one of the best prime ministers they've had there. And who says that the president has a right to veto with a separate branch of government? Last time I read the Constitution, it makes the Senate and the House independent of the other two.
You mean as far as the invitation?
Sure.
Yeah. So that's not against protocol as far as you're aware. Yeah.
When does the right to invite somebody to speak to a joint session of Congress depend upon the president? I don't think it does.
Yeah.
And I think they've made a mistake in raising such a hullabaloo about it, and they're making a mistake by not meeting with Benjamin Netanyahu. Bibi is a very solid guy. Yeah, they probably don't agree with him, but so what? I mean, do they agree with the Iranians? Yet they're meeting with them.
Do you know, has the Mossad, as far as you know, lobbied members of Congress not to enhance the sanctions on Iran?
Well, no, but not to my knowledge. But the fact of the matter is that I expect whatever they work out to be a tepid bill, or a tepid sanctions bill, if at all. And with regard to the Mossad, I've heard the same rumor you have, that they differ with Netanyahu, and the Mossad's a tough bunch of people, and it is a separate agency, no question about it. But I'd like to hear more about it before I make a decision.
Right, but you believe, you said whatever bill, you mean whatever sanctions bill you guys come up with is going to be watered down? Is that what you're saying?
Well, they're already watering it down from what I've been told. I think that Senator Menendez has done a very good job. He's really tried to hold the line, but he's got to deal with the people on his side, most of whom are, not really strong in foreign policy.
Right, watered down because of the Democrats, is what you're saying.
Oh, you got that right.
Yeah, all right, Senator, I got no more time, but thank you so much. Congratulations. We'll speak to you soon.
That's great. Take care.